Never gave up on me, never left me lonely. You don't never change, you don't never switch up on me.
Excuse me, I'm coming right behind you.
I am actually walking around.
Excuse me, sir. Can I see what your sign says? Okay. Okay. Do you mind telling me why you're out here? I'm just asking people about why they're out here, why this is important to them.
Because it's a demonstration of the freedoms that we are entitled to as
Right.
Americans.
Okay.
And we have to stand up to the Trump authoritarian government that wants to take those freedoms away.
Okay. And what freedoms do you think are in jeopardy right now?
Freedom of speech, freedom from unjust searches and seizures.
Okay.
Most of our freedoms, freedom of religion, most of our freedoms are under some form of threat.
Okay, that is the first.
Including the 13th Amendment.
You are the first person that's actually said something about the freedom of religion here that I've talked to. So, what do you mean by that?
Well, the government right now, as it's certainly cast, is in favor of a national religion.
Okay.
Which is a national white supremacist religion.
Okay.
And that is the opposite of freedom of religion.
So what about what's going on makes you think that there's a religious white supremacy thing going on?
Every policy that's being administered by this administration has a tinge, if not an outright statement of racism, of anti-difference, anti-diversity.
So even like some of the trans stuff. So what about that?
Everything is set to divide us into. Like if you take the immigration policy they want to pass, it's saying mostly we're going to allow white people into the country. And we're going to limit refugees. We're going to limit to very low numbers.
So do
numbers way lower than we can absorb.
So I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued by the trans thing. So do you think it's okay for people to say, "Hey, I don't think that men can be women and women can be men"? Is that okay to say or do you think that people should?
In this country, people are free to say whatever they want to say.
Okay.
They're not free to strike out at that on that basis, but they are free to say it.
Okay.
It's a difficult issue, but I think,
it is.
I think medical care, which is at the heart of the decision making, should be left to the privacy of a patient and its doctor. If the government is interfering with that, then that's bad policy.
If the government looks at data and says, actually, the data is showing that gender affirming care is not helpful, would it be wrong for the government to make policies that
if there was true scientific basis for that, but there is no true scientific basis for that. And they're not, and what we're going to see under this kind of a regime is made up science, fake science, science that supports a point of view instead of objective science.
So can men be women? Do you think
people can declare themselves to be what they think they are, and if they have the medical reason for undertaking certain forms of treatment, that's between them and their doctor. Whether at the most basic level of biology, whether I think that's also very difficult to determine. because at the biological level, nature and biology create all sorts of forms with which the general population is not fully familiar. So doctors have had made choices at birth about some child whose sex is somewhat indeterminate. Those things are at a level of understanding that at the moment I'm not properly prepared to discuss.
Okay, well, thank you very much. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Never about me, never let me lonely. You don't never change, you don't never switch up on me. Even if I'm fake, you ain't never been a phony. Never seen it.